Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Lauryn Wambui for those who do not know me. So during this election period, there's something that kept going on around. Why do Kikuyus hate Raila Amolo Odinga? The responses I kept getting were, I don't know. I think because he's a bad person. That's it, right? Now the lawyer in me cannot accept those as answers. I need to know why I'm supposed to hate someone, because as a Kikuyu you're told do not vote for this guy. So why should I not vote for him? The question why is very important. I went online to check why is Raila hated by Kikuyus. Here are my results. So today we're going to debunk that theory, that mystery of why Raila is hated by Kikuyus. My first search led me to the easiest of all questions, right? Because he is a very proud man and his people are proud, so Kikuyus do not like proud people. That's boring. That does not answer the juicy question that we all have. Because mine, I expect a very lengthy answer with all the details of who he is and what he did and why we hate him. Because you cannot tell me we hate someone simply because he's supposed to be hated. What am I, stupid? Should I start hating people because of generational hatred? What am I, inheriting hatred now? Come on. That's not what we are about. I'm a law student. You guys are following a law student. So you need juicy details, oozing out gossip, that tea. And that is why I'm here. Yes. Clearly, the first search is out because that does not answer anything. So we went to the second. And it led me to, shockingly, way back. It takes us down memory lane. And in memory lane, we have Kenyatta, Jaramogi, Raila's father, and the CIA. Oh my God, the CIA is involved. It's about to be juicy. It's about to be juicy. This information is gotten from Standard, so if you do not agree with me, just go and blame Standard News. Thank you. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. Jomo Kenyatta was Uhuru's father, Jaramogi was Raila's father, and then we have the CIA. So Kenyatta was the president, right? The first president of Kenya. And he had Jaramogi Odinga as his prime minister, yes? Okay. Tumepata? Tumelewa? Okay. So, the CIA did not like Jaramogi Odinga because they termed him as a communist, right? And they do not like communists. So, any information given by the CIA as from now on, just know it's biased because they hate him. So we're going to make our own conclusion. We cannot trust CIA. We don't like Jaramogi. I'm not saying, listen, follow me. I'm not saying Jaramogi is a good person. I'm just saying CIA is biased because they hate communists and Jaramogi, as to them, is a communist. Okay? And so the CIA stated that Jaramogi is, and I quote, power-hungry politician who was working behind the back of the country's founding president, Jomo Kenyatta, to gain power, and there was real possibility that he could have toppled Kenyatta in a coup. This is CIA. Remember, they do not like the guy. Okay? So, the CIA writes a report which is shown or seen by Kenyatta, right? Kenyatta is president and his junior is reported to want to start a coup. And they give some certain kind of, let's call them evidences, that this guy truly wants to hold a coup, okay? So, put yourself in Kenyatta's shoe and let's think from his perspective. He is the president. His junior is rumored by the CIA. Remember, this is CIA, right? Technically, United States did not colonize us. So if their intelligence hates this person you're fighting freedom with, your question is, what do they stand to gain by putting me and my junior in kind of a fight? They didn't colonize me. USA doesn't have that much, stakehold in Kenya. or so he thought. Or so he thought. So why exactly would they just keep giving me information about my junior being a bad person? At some point, Jaramogi's office had a basement, right? So this basement was raided. At some point, it was raided by the government, by Kenyatta, that is, and they found ammunitions that was stored there. Ammunitions was stored there. Now, CIA is saying this guy wants to start a coup. And then this guy has ammunitions in his basement. Hata wewe ungekuwa Kenyatta surely. Hata wewe ungekuwa Kenyatta. Are you thinking like this guy? Are you thinking like him? Umeanza? I want us to put 2 and 2 together, okay? And realize that they are Soviet arms. Put the word Lauryn, insert Soviet arms. Soviet arms. It will be very useful in a few minutes, okay? So these Soviet arms, okay? And then their arms being found in Jaramogi's basement in the office. Now, of course, later on he comes in to say Kenyatta even knew about the arms. Okay, it's fine, but baby, why are there arms in your house though? So for the CIA to make this kind of allegations against Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, they need a lot of evidence, and here's some of the evidences they used to give. One, he said that Jaramogi sponsored political candidates into parliament so that they can remove the motions that were being passed. So technically, he was sponsoring some politicians to go and disagree with the motions being passed by government. Wow. Allegations match? Okay. At some point, Jaramogi visited the US, and he was kind of a legend for the civil rights movement. The youth were even singing his praises. Malcolm X was quoting this guy. Laws of Power. Have you read the 48 Laws of Power? See, when you start acting in a manner to suggest that you're kind of bigger than your master, in this case Kenyatta, kunavaloka. Kutavaloka. This is what happened. So, remember in the Bible when King Saul started being jealous of David because people are saying, oh, David has killed them all, David has done this. Are you putting 2 and 2 together? Are you putting 2 and 2 together? That is what happened. So, to one extreme end, maybe Jaramogi was planning a coup, or Kenyatta is just paranoid. Hey, I mean, all of this information has gone into Kenyatta's brain, right? Now this guy is actually unsettled. He's not okay. Hey bro, someone is planning a coup. Oh, I have fought for freedom. This person is not good. So when Jaramogi went to an event, Maju, let me confirm exactly where. No, wait, according to my research, it doesn't actually state, it just says it is a communist country. He went visiting in a communist country. Okay, let's continue from that. Okay? So when this guy went to the strip, Kenyatta sent Joseph Murumbi. His name is Joseph Murumbi. He sent Joseph Murumbi to be a watchdog. Spy. So he sent him to just make sure everything is going all right. And this guy reported that, according to him, there's a time that Jaramogi could not be found for 2 days. 2 days. So at the time, the CIA gave 3 reasons as to why they thought Jaramogi was a threat. And these reasons include his position as Home Affairs Minister. 2, position as second in command in Kanu. 3, he was beloved of the Luo community. He literally had control over the Luo community and he was very popular. So combine these three and the fact that this guy kind of loves being around Soviets and communist people, and the fact that his office has ammunitions, and the fact that he's very popular even in the US, even the youth are singing his praises. Hey, wait. Now Kenyatta, apana. Kenyatta is like, no, apana. This guy is too much. To make the matters worse, this guy had someshad over 1,000 people. And now these are 1,000 people. Back in the days, if you were learned, if you just touched a book and you can speak English, the best positions in government, you're one of the most powerful people. So now imagine Jaramogi has sponsored over 1,000 people who are now in prominent places in Kenya. And all of them, of course, will be thankful to him. So if he insinuated he wanted the seat of presidency, coupled with all those things I just listed, and now he has prominent people in government who are ready to thank him in any way. CIA ni nani? Who is CIA? Bro, those people had to ongeza chumvi. Weka chumvi, wakoroga, ongeza chumvi, chocha. That is CIA at this moment. And they're telling me, by the way, let me tell you, Kenyatta, he has that team. Sasa, you see this guy. You see this nigga behind you, this Kikuyus Junior. This Kikuyus Junior over here, imagine, has made informal agreement with Soviet Unions. This is during the Cold War. They have made informal agreements with the Soviet Unions, bro. This guy wants to murder you. This nigga, see me, I'm showing you. See me, I'm telling you. This guy wants to remove you from power, bro. No, I swear. Kalamba down. This guy wants to remove you. Hey, Kenyatta, nani ngiwa na baridi. Hey. So Kenyatta, obviously, he consults and he's like, yo, my guy, Mr. Gekonyo, lebu come, lebu to explain to me. When we made agreements with these guys, the guy is like, no. Hey, bro, Mr. Gekonyo is like, bro, me didn't make agreements. When you didn't make agreements. When who made agreements? And then, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 10 plus what? 11 people from Soviet Unions. They show up. The delegate of Soviet. They show up in Nairobi and they're like, bro, we've come here for projects. We've come here for projects. Hey, bro. They're like, wait, what? Who? Wait, hata mmefika. Visa iliapproviwa na nani? Let's start there. Visa yenyu iliapproviwa na nani? And you remember, at the back of his mind, Kenyatta's like, this junior, hey, this nigga wants to, hey, bro, this nigga wants to take my power. What? No, nah, bana. It's too much. Kuharibu. You see, yaribu. Kila kitu ichome, ban, vunja, violence, everything. They stated that there are people in Bulgaria. That's a communist country, for those who don't know what Bulgaria is. That's a communist country back in the days, yeah? They were like, bro, let me tell you, bro. Kenyatta, me, I'm showing you. My guy, me, I'm showing you. Imagine we are for your side. Imagine us and you, we are together in this. And then that come junior of yours, junior. Imagine that nigga is like, bro, he has an army of students studying in communist countries, okay? And he has taught them how to fight. Me, I'm telling you, this guy wants to remove you. I'm telling you, this guy wants to remove you. So Kenyatta's like, what? And then, to make matters worse, 5 of those niggas, they come back to Kenya. And then they're hard saying they want to start a revolution in Kenya. Hey! Bro, what? So Kenyatta apa. My guy is ready to fight. What? Kenyatta ko apa tu. So Kenyatta is like, you know what, maniga? Kwanza naenda London. I'm going to London, and when I go to London, I'm not even making you the designated prime minister. Weka huko. So Jaramogi is like, bro, me kwa nini medu? Me, what have I done? Why am I like, bro, I've fought for this country with you. Oh, this is not fair. That's not even fair. You're not even doing me good. I don't know. So he quit. Imagine man's quit. USA ni nani? Wamebambika. They've been writing articles. Oh, finally he's down, blah, 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 whatever, man. They have accomplished their goals. And Kenyatta feels safer, right? Even his inner circle in the cabinet is like, this guy, but was not good. This guy was not good, blah, 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 blah. Jaramogi is like, hey, man, let me even write a book because these people want an near I see fair. Let me just write a book and express everything. And it's called Not Yet Uhuru. Oh my God. Not Yet Uhuru. Sawa, we understand your heart. Feelings are hurt, things were said. It's okay. We don't judge. We don't judge. Yeah. As Jaramogi was detailing his books, he made sure to mention all these things that he was being accused of. One, he mentioned that his intention was not to create a coup. The fact that he wanted to go to other countries and he was kind of in touch with Soviet unions and countries and the communists kind of thinking, he was just curious. He wanted to know, how do these people work? Is it better than our system? How can it work if it did come? Like, he was trying to fight for the people. That was as per his book, right? And he also states that it was just a bunch of non-communist countries attacking him. And non-communist in this sense is USA. They were just attacking him because they did not want development for the country. And then there's this instant of he was being like, they were ambushing his places to look for munitions. Like, for example, there's these trucks that were going to Uganda, right? And then there's a lot of rain, so there's mud, and then they couldn't make it to Uganda. So they stopped in Nyanza, in Homa Bay to be exact. And so when they stopped in Homa Bay, Kenyatta is like, bro, this guy wants to murder me now. Let me show him. Akatuma government, Subaria Mwambaru ikafika pale hivyo, and then they're like, oh bro, hakuna munitions. And even Jaramogi writes in his book, naturally they did not find anything. It was just that these guys literally just stopped over in Nyanza province because they could not make it to Uganda. So now that we know both sides of the story, was Kenyatta wrong for thinking there's a coup? Was he paranoid, or was this guy generally trying to start a coup and akashindwa? Remember, it's the CIA which is finyaing Kenyatta with all this information. CIA. Now that you know America and how it operates, the CIA, right? So it's up to us to make our own decision. Was Kenyatta paranoid, or was it Jaramogi who was kind of showing signs? But one thing I do agree with, and I want to make it as a personal statement, this guy did not follow the 48 rules of power. You do not show your bosses you're acting in a manner to suggest that you want to remove them from government. Like, it might be just implied. You didn't even have the intentions. But it's utadu. That's one thing. Maybe the guy was purely like pure intentions. He just wanted to learn the communist way of living. And that's it. But do you think Kenyatta was in fact paranoid, or was Jaramogi actually showing signs? Now that you know some of the history, right? Let's come down to today, right? There's all that. Remember, the Kikuyus are watching. Now, this is their leader, and this is what is happening to their leader, right? And to answer the question, sorry about that. To answer the question, why do Kikuyus hate Raila? I think it's a mixture of all of this information. The fact that Jaramogi appeared, or actually did, want to start a coup against their president, a guy who literally fought. Remember, these guys were dying because they wanted independence. Like, they were actually being killed. Like, you are losing your father, your mother, your partner, your lover, like, just dead while you're trying to fight for independence. And then once you do, someone tries to act like they want to overthrow your president. That's number one, right? Number two, there's the very first question we stated, the very first answer we actually got that stated that, Raila and his people are kind of bossy and proud, and Kikuyus don't like that, which, again, stupid answer. No, sorry, very intelligent answer, but so coupled with that, and every single time there's an election, the politicians always never fail to mention that Raila is to a very large extent a bad person, he's evil, or he's not a good person. That's why his father never got presidency, even his father cast him. We'll talk about the cast, by the way. In another video, we'll talk about the cast. But for now, keep in mind all of this information and tell me, do you think there's a solid reason as to why Kikuyus should hate him? Because of the generational hatred from Kenyatta thinking that Jaramogi was going to take his power, and Kikuyus were mad about that, and so it was a generational thing passed down to us? Or is it a mixture of all the above? Comment down below what you think. Was this video helpful? Did you learn something? I personally learned something I had no idea about, because me, I'm looking for a reason as why I should hate this guy, and maybe I found one, maybe not. Or have I found one, or have I?
Mrembo, umenikunya kama tembo. Mrembo, wapendeza kama petals. Mrembo, kubali tu settle. Mrembo.